Hey, it's Megan. Grab your coffee and let's have a combo. When John Kabat-Zinn said, "Everywhere you go, there you are," he was talking about the mind. But I want to talk about that body of yours because everywhere you go, there she is. So let me ask you something. How much is your life worth? I mean, literally, if someone could give you 8 more healthy years, what would you pay? $10,000? $50,000? More? Because I'm about to tell you how to buy them for free, 10 minutes at a time. But first, let's talk about what you actually invest in. You can get your car serviced, oil changes, tire rotations, detailing, the works. You maintain your house. You fix the leak before it becomes a flood. You repaint the walls. You're careful with your phone. It's got a case, maybe even insurance. You probably spent time picking out the right one. But your body, the one asset that literally determines whether you get to enjoy your car, your house, your phone, everything else, the asset that goes with you everywhere and allows you to do whatever you want to do and generally exist in the world, we treat it like a rental car, complete with McDonald's wrappers sitting in the back seat. And here's the thing, at this point in time, no body equals dead. You can't trade in your body. You can't do a complete demolition and rebuild. Your only options are some renovations if you have the funds and maintenance. That's it. I get it. A lot of women in perimenopause feel like they're fighting with their body. It doesn't respond the way it used to. It makes them angry. I have been there. I fought with my body for years. I truly hated it and was constantly disappointed, wondering why it would do this to me. We weren't all taught, well, most of us weren't, to communicate with our bodies. And I'm going to guess you know what happens to relationships with poor communication: misunderstandings, fights, frustration, and tears. Oh, so many, many tears. But here's what I want you to understand: your body is not trying to fight with you, it's trying to communicate with you. No one taught us how to listen. It can't video call you, so it sends its version of a smoke signal. And you know that relative you have, the one who just keeps repeating the same thing over and over, louder and louder until someone acknowledges them? That's what your body's going to keep doing. It's going to keep saying it over and louder until you listen. Your body's number one priority is keeping you alive. It's really, really good at that. It's actually quite incredible what your body can do to keep itself in homeostasis, AKA the Goldilocks zone for everything: blood sugar levels, temperature, blood pressure, nutrient status, all of that. Did you know that your fat makes estrogen? I bet you didn't. One of the reasons we tend to carry around more body fat during peri and postmenopause is because your body loves you and thinks, "Oh my God, your estrogen is downshifting. I know exactly what to do." Boom. Your body is problem solving out of love. You may not like it, but the point is your body isn't fighting you. It's trying to make sure you survive. Thank you, body. I really want you to love your body, but I realize that for some of you, that may be a really big ask. So that's not what I'm going to ask you today. Today, I would like you to consider thinking about your body as your number one prized asset. You don't have to love your body to appreciate what it can do. Something has to carry around that big, beautiful brain of yours. Why not take extra care of it? If you're in midlife now, you probably have at least another 40 years here. Modern medicine can keep you alive for a very long time. The question is, do you want to enjoy that time? I know I do. This is a question of lifespan, how long we live, versus health span, how long we're healthy. Most people spend about a decade in slow decline before they die. That decade is entirely optional. You might think I'm about to pitch you thousands of dollars at stem cell clinics or chasing longevity treatments around the globe. Nope. What I'm talking about is accessible to most people. Actually, this might absolutely blow your mind, but the best longevity treatments we have are completely free. The number one, top longevity treatment is, drumroll please, exercise. I literally just heard your eyes roll into the back of your head. Stay with me because the numbers are about to change how you think about this. Physically inactive middle aged women, that means engaging in less than 1 hour of exercise per week, face a 52% increase in all cause mortality compared to active women. That is huge. But here's the good news. Recent research suggests that modest increments in physical activity, about 1,000 calories burned per week, is associated with lowering mortality by about 20%. And you know how much that is? That is a 10 to 15-minute brisk walk. That's it. That equals one metabolic equivalent. Let me say that again. Adding one 10 to 15-minute walk per day on top of what you're currently doing decreases your mortality rate by 20%. If I told you that investing 15 minutes a day would increase the value of your retirement account by 20%, you would find those 15 minutes. But that's exactly what we're talking about, except the return is years of your life. And no matter how old you are, adding physical exercise has the same benefit of lifespan increase here and health span increase. That means that you are never too old to start adding some physical activity. Now, I know you're busy. That's why this podcast is mostly 15-minute episodes. I got you. If a 10 to 15-minute brisk walk is not going to fit into your schedule, you can do this faster with some vigorous physical activity. PSA, if you haven't run, jogged, or jumped since you were on the varsity team in high school, please do not to decide to run up a hill tomorrow and pull something and wake up angry with me. You must walk before you run, my friends. This bit of information is for my friends who are already active. 3.5 minutes of vigorous activity daily decreases cancer risk by 17%. If you increase that to 4.5 minutes, that jumps to 31%. Quick pause. If these numbers are making you rethink your priorities, would you please take 10 seconds to hit subscribe? It helps other women who are running on empty and desperate for answers to find shows like this. I know you're already doing a million things for everyone else. This one small thing helps us build a community where women actually get the information that they deserve. 4.5 minutes. Most people can find 4 minutes in their day. Oh, and in case you were wondering, because I know you are, you saucy minx, no, it is not too early for a Love Actually reference. It is solidly November. Sex counts as moderate physical activity, around 6 minutes. So, like taking an hour-long brisk walk. You're welcome. You might be thinking, Megan, why are you talking about longevity? This is supposed to be a perimenopause podcast. Well, my beautiful Peri friend, I'm talking about longevity because perimenopause is a pivotal point in a woman's life because of the hormonal downshifts happening, which cause a cascade of changes that, if not supported, can lead to long-term chronic conditions. This is when it is easiest to start making changes. This is also when women start to feel motivated to build those habits. No one who feels amazing while building their life in their 20s and 30s is like, let me start building longevity habits in my free time. Pain, discomfort, and displeasure are very strong motivators. If you listen this far, you aren't here to optimize for fun. Something is off. Something is bothering you. And here's what I know. Addressing those foundational health pillars makes any supplements, medications, or MHT you choose to use more effective. So here's what I want you to do this week. Now, this is not to become a should. Remember, if this is something that makes you feel guilty that you do not have the bandwidth for, that you are not prepared to handle, put it back in our consideration category. But if you are ready, I want you to add one 10 to 15-minute walk, just one, on top of what you're doing already. Notice how your body responds when you treat it like the asset that it is. Notice if you feel different. And next week, notice if you want to do it again. Because when you love your body, or even when you just start treating it with the respect that you give your most valuable asset, the way you experience changes, especially in perimenopause, is so incredibly different than when you're at war with it. Your body isn't fighting you. It's been trying to communicate with you this whole time. maybe it's time to start listening. Can you do me a favor? If this was helpful, share it with one person who might need to hear it today. Our bodies didn't come with a user manual, and this perimenopause thing can feel confusing and lonely. But you're not alone, you're not crazy, and you're definitely not broken. And maybe someone in your life needs that reminder too. Let's spread the word and be kind to each other and ourselves. Now, the legal bit. I'm a nutritionist, but I'm not your nutritionist. This podcast is for information and education only. No client relationship was formed. Always seek medical advice when necessary. I'll see you next Wednesday morning.